the financing of these big events is being done mostly by the public sector. And the public sector is fairly rich and fairly liquid. And the private sector participates through contracting and building the infrastructure that's needed for those two big events. I expect the preparation for the events that's between now and 2018 or 2020, that this will contribute to economic growth. There's a risk when things begin to slow down. After you've already built all the facilities, you've had the events, what happens next? You know, what do you do with all the stuff that has been built? Whether there'll be overcapacity or whether the businesses that depended on that huge infrastructure spending will find themselves with much less business and therefore less profitable. And there I think the financial system has to be careful in whom they give credit to and how far they extend that credit. So when the time comes and the projects are completed, or the Expo 2020 is finished and the World Cup is completed, then the banks themselves have taken the cautions so that they do not end up with non-performing loans to contractors, to construction companies, and so on. I think there's enough flexibility in this region because of the importation of labor. So to the extent you don't need labor, they can go home. So you don't really suffer the deep unemployment that we saw, let's say, in Spain, which had a big real estate boom and then it crashed. And they had to deal with the huge unemployment that resulted. In this region, labor is almost a flexible resource through immigration and outmigration.